Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Wednesday's session of Kaohsiung Study Group. We like to have a great applause for all the people who are helping out in this session. Wow, this week we have got different movies to watch out for in Daai TV. Well, this coming week's movie outings are all about Apokwan. Well, once again, today we are going to talk about how we're going to be able to keep to vegetarianism. Now, we are going to highlight a person called Hu Lei. Hu Lei has been in this work in Sotepei's company ever since 1991. And in this past 30 years, I've always been in this job. I have not changed the job around. You know, sometimes ladies are difficult to tell people our age, but somehow when we reach for 60, we don't seem to care anymore. When my father passed away, I actually realized the epiphany of impermanence, and I really wanted to explore the truth, and that's how I contacted Buddhism and realized that compassion is so important. And in order to be compassionate, we have to include little animals. That's how I started to adopt vegetarianism. It's definitely a great help for all of us, and definitely beneficial to our bodies. In terms of psychologically, it's also caused me to be at peace with myself, and we certainly can contribute something for the earth. Well, this is certainly something I think all of us can do. So Huri is somebody we can look up to. Although we are not in this business whereby we do auction, but we definitely very grateful for Huri who shared insights into how she contacted Buddhism and also how she adopted vegetarianism for the peace of everybody. Next we're going to have Xu Rongyuan, superintendent, to share with us. So we have to say that if we do not set up to do work and not move our body, we will view all our matters as being difficult. So always, as usual, we're going to say that it is important. Yeah, master's ideal talents are modest and not being arrogant. We have to be pure with self-respect, cultivation, and virtue. Always hold selfless love and treat everyone equally. Be open-minded and control our temper. Work hard and harmoniously with others. Show good etiquette in speeches and actions. Be enlightened, virtuous with a purified heart. With the above characters, we will be qualified followers of Master. Master will therefore feel at ease. We wish everybody become an ideal talent in Master's eyes. So we see Master raising up her thumbs, and we definitely would like to give blessings to ourselves and to people around us. So we like to welcome every single one of you, because you are the Dharma messengers. Pass on the Dharma mindfully and pass on the great Dharma. If you love Master, then you will need to talk more about Tzu. And important to be imbibing the Dharma in our hearts and transforming our lives into infinite forces. Well, Master has always given us blessing. to spread the Dharma. And one of the ways we do it is by having multiple language translations simultaneously, as well as the same time we do written transcription so that we can also pass on to different countries over and beyond the region and passing to all members of the public globally. Oh, sometimes when we actually do the translators who realize that actually, wow, the speakers are so talented. Today is the third week, so we're going to have the English, the Cantonese, and the Burmese, and the Filipino one. I would say that although we cannot understand some of the teaching, but we will, through the translation work, be able to understand of it. So in this third week, the English translation group, Goron, Zhiwei, Reisan, Xiaoqing, Lili, Yumei, Yuan. All of them, the four from Malaysia, are actually unable to read Chinese, but actually they're able to overcome all these difficulties by learning hard and able to do the translation work very well. And today we have Xiaoqing, Sister Xiaoqing, even able to share with us her experiences. We're going to have many who are doing the Cantonese translation. So they are hailing from Malaysia, USA, Hong Kong, and Kaohsiung. We're really very happy to have one more joining in the translation. Yes, and we have addition who actually hail from Hong Kong, who have actually left to join Canada group. We have Yifang, Meizhen joining in the Cantonese translation group as well. And for the Burmese translator, we have got Jingguo, Jinglan, and Jiahui and Xiuzhi. Well, in Philippines, we also have so many from Philippines able to join in. Yinglu, Limei, Peizhen, Jiali, Miaoling. Li Hua said that we did the translation for the Nepal group of people. Well, actually able to put hard work and benefit the local people. Oh, and one of the sharer said that basically it was quite experience for them. So it's through the difficulty that she was able to overcome, and she finally joined one of the translators. Ren Haiwen shared with us that it is important. It is important to switch our mindset, and sometimes, although we are actually Cantonese, for example, we actually start switching our mind to actually say, I cannot keep speaking in Mandarin. Maybe I have to switch my mindset and start speaking in Cantonese, so I'll be more fluent in this dialect. Lisa said that he actually came in to join the team. I'm really very grateful for the team members who are very accommodating and didn't give up on her. So she's very grateful. Everyone say that, well, in the morning and she wake up and she have to accompany the children. Yeah, very grateful. They are very grateful that the caregiver is able to take care of the children, so that they can husband and wife can join very at peace when they do the translation work online. They were very grateful for Ping Shijie, who really is a very great sharer, and oratorical skills are to be admired. Despite a very short sharing by some of the sharers, they're able to instill the very great, profound knowledge they have in each of the subject. Sister Meiyun said that because of the duties allocated, she would do the preparatory work. And during the preparatory work, she realized, wow, there are so many stories behind all these bodhisattva. They are so impressive. This, despite being the third time doing the translation work. Oh, and we have mother and daughter team. Yongqi is in Canada. Then there's so seamless cooperation between mother and daughter team. It's brought them closer to each other. And through this translation work, they realized that they're able to be closer to Master and realize more and more of what Master requires of them as disciples. And sometimes we have to put aside our little attachments in the daily life. And in this Bodhisattva path, sometimes we have to, how do we overcome the difficulties we face in life? So we have written this article on how, on the Bodhisattva path, how we can selflessly contribute. And we certainly like to give them a big hand for what they have done. There is always continuity and eternity when we do things collectively as a group. And we have Kaohsiung, Australia combined team who are doing the transcription for us as well. And in our transcription team, we also have Kaohsiung and Australia team. And all these 5 group total, we have got 47 people. It is a blessing to have passion because we can immerse ourselves in it and be happy in it. Even if the problems are bigger, we will be able to find a way to solve it. There may be negative noises coming our way, but we can certainly face it squarely. We're grateful for all those around us having passion to learn, spurring us forward so that we can advance. Last week we have 119 positive feedback and 100 over sharing. And we realized that the Kaohsiung online study group, there's so many talented people around. Also, this Gusa from Santong, Beijing, they're actually waiting online already, even way before the online study group started. Shijie has always been giving us all the positive feedback from the various team members. Despite the lockdown in my city in China, I'm able to come online and be able to join in the study group. I'm so grateful. So the positive feedback on the Deputy CEO of Canada Medical Mission. Xie said that in doing positive and good work, we must not be short of everyone. All of us must contribute towards it. And from Japan, we've got we're very grateful for Brother Jihao's sharing. And then we have got Deputy Assistant Professor Daai Ling's sharing. Well, it's a different approach. We can see a different angle looking at Buddhism. I'm so grateful for that different and refreshing angle looking at Buddhism. Xingwen and Wenxing's The Voice of Love is something that we always look forward to, and we are really grateful for the great work done by the couple. And we have got Sharer Huang Chen, Brother Huang Chen, is talking about international relief. And it's certainly a good point for the older adults together to do something positive for the country. We are so grateful for the positive feedback for all the different sharers. We thank you for all the people who have left positive feedback from USA, Canada, from China, from Xiuling, Beijing, Inner Mongolia. Although we may have missed some of the sharer, but don't forget we can go back and still review the sharing through the YouTube. And Sister Effie, as usual, have given us to give us positive feedback again. Brother Victor and Sister Yang sharing are always filled with positive energy. And we are very happy to see how the Chima doctors in Canada are positively contributing to the local community. And this another positive feedback from Irene Ang. Although I'm very sitting comfortably at home, I'm able to listen to know what's happening around the city world. I'm really very grateful to the Kaohsiung group. Well, as again, Sister Elizabeth again have drawn such beautiful caricatures of all the different sharers. And Elizabeth is from Malaysia, and is able to use her hand to be able to see how positive energy, how the sharers all from a different light through her beautiful work of caricature. So we next look forward to Cheryl coming in online because they're unable to come to Kaohsiung. So it's through this positive sharing, we are able to link up the different sectors, some through far away and some are just near to us. And in 2015, we actually was there connecting with her. And now we like to welcome the next sharer. So I'll pass on to the next translator.
Yeah, 感恩。
感恩。
感恩。Now let us listen to sharing from Chen Shujuan, principal of City Humanities School in Chicago. This is a lesson from the School of Humanity in Chicago. I like this school because not only teach language, also it teach good etiquette. In this loving environment, there are a lot to wish for. A lot of wish for love. How does Sister Shujuan have affinities with Tzu? Have been volunteers for 13 years with Tzu. She have read the Jingsi aphorism from Master that have inspired herself to join Tzu. And the Jingsi aphorism is given by her mom to her while she went to overseas to study. Her mom wished that the Jingsi be able to accompany her while she was at the foreign land. Chen Shujuan Sijie actually have say something that touched her heart, and they have shared the stories that is given by Sister Shujuan, where the story is her mother gave her a Jingsi aphorism. Her mother is with the great wisdom that provided her with this Jingsi aphorism to be with her while she was overseas. 15 students in Tzu Humanities School, they actually practice the teaching plans, how to teach the best way so that the student able to absorb and teach them good manners and the etiquette. Teacher, there is no many teacher, but they are very diligent and have plan in teachings. There are many people came, but this is a very strong impression for me from City Humanities School. I like to be with you because you have positive energy. Now let us have Sister Chen Shujuan online from Chicago. Yeah, please proceed. The platform is yours, Sister. Dear Venerable Master, World Masters, Teacher Meiyun, and all the Dharma families, I am Tzu volunteers in Humanities School in Chicago as a principal. And when I have faced challenges, I would I'm habitually thinking of all the difficulties I will encounter and then hesitate to move forward. But after coming to Tzu, I give myself the opportunity to learn to take responsibility. And today I would like to share some of my changes with me. First of all, let me talk about my affinities with Tzu and Master. My parents, who I came to US to study, and her mom have given her a Jingsi aphorism so that it can accompany sister because her mom not able to go with her. So this Jingsi aphorism will have been with sister for a long time until now. After 12 years, the seeds of goodness have germinated. That time, my daughter is already 4 years old, and a friend told that it's time to send my children to Chinese school to learn Chinese. Even though the distance is very far away from my place, about 1 hour plus to travel, I did not reject. I straight away registered, and after I joined together with my children to the Tzu Humanities School, the teacher, the diligence of the teachers have touched my heart when I have found my most practical school for my children, which I am able to go together with my children for the joining the activities such as solicit fund for disasters victim, and learn from the children, and learn from the teachers. And I also share with my mom, and my mom is very proud and she's very at ease. But when Xie Bilian invited me to be a teacher, I was very scared and listed down the challenges point, such as teaching is not my profession. I have thought about various careers, but never thought about becoming a teacher. And I have a full-time job, and plus I have 2 children under age of 7, where I have the time. And I do not know how to use the basic typing of basic Chinese language. Although it was a struggle, but I think about it. If everyone does not do it, then who would do it? So we all hope that our children will be brave enough to face challenges in the future. As a mom, how can I retreat from my timidity first? Master did mention be mindful and focus in a task is a responsibility. Shouldering responsibility is courageous. And I diligent to be my children's role model. Master mentioned that to teach. I have after joining Tzu, I have improved my ability and also have improved my relationship with my families. And I have children I have a student who is not good enough in the Chinese speech competition, but I have encouraged her to be able to join the final, and this girl was very touched and cried, and she has do his best to join and have more confidence now. And once I go back to Taiwan, I'm walking to the dining hall and I forgot to bring my recycle bowl. I turned back, and at that time, Master stopped and talked to me that to told sister to learn the Taiwanese language to move forward. Every time when I was asked to join being principals or joining CC activities to show the responsibility, I usually will have some hesitation because lack of time, but I have increased my courageous to show the responsibility and improve my skills and enhance my love to join, to teach, to learn in city activity. Every week, I'm the first to join the activity and last to leave the school. The happiest thing is we actively engage the whole school by promoting the bamboo bank, raising funds, charity fund for Ukraine, also for disaster relief, promote vegetarian, and also visit the nursing home for charity care. As long as there is opportunity to spread the seed of goodness, I will not give up. And all these successful activities that we have done is all because of the involvement of all the city volunteers who have accomplished the activities. And all these volunteers are teachers or parents who have inspired and become a city volunteer. 16 years ago, I joined City and now my children have already graduated, and I'm still joining City and transform myself and also others. And very grateful to brothers and sisters who given me opportunities to learn. And also I pat my own shoulders, because I am willing to extend my hand to accept the responsibility. The more we learn, the more we gain. The less we do, the more we lose out. By doing more, I become more capable, more confident, more gentle, more at ease, more compassionate, and more wise. It was because I didn't refuse, so I see my changes and increase the value of life. people have unlimited potential. Don't give up on yourself. Now I'm no longer a cow that needs to be pulled to go, but strive to become a big white cow that carry others. Always seize all the opportunities to join the CC activities. I can be very brave and without shame to tell Master that I have followed, always seize the moment, give yourself a chance and see the power to change yourself and others. See the power to change yourself and others. Thanks for listening. Sister is in Chicago and very cold now. And after listening to Sister sharing, we can feel the warmth and there's another sister who joined CC because of education and also excel in CC as a volunteer. aphorism is good, consists of the truth principles that can be shared with everyone in our family with our family from generation to generation. Teach other children with the heart of Bodhisattva. Teach our own children as the heart of Buddha, with the heart of Buddha. Opportunity is given to those who are ready. Yeah, we need more role model for the students to inspire others. It is a strength to see that the School of Humanity at foreign countries has given the strength to everyone. Thank you for the comment from the YouTube. If you have anything to share or get impressed, please leave a message at the YouTube. Let us give a round of applause to Sister Shujuan. Yeah, it's very important to leave a short message for us.
感恩淑娟师姐教育心得的一个分享哈，也谢谢建成哈，我已经虽然你刚好像加入不久，但是已经看到你好几篇的善效运，我们非常感恩哦，我都有在关注哈。
Teaching is very important to clarify our children's heart and mind.
感恩师姐的分享，要跳出舒适圈，不断的提升自己哈。山东的焦旗，谢谢年轻人，非常欢迎您加入我们
Sister Elizabeth is also continue to draw the images of the sharers. Yeah, really encourage all the youth to join this book online, the Kaohsiung online book study to contribute in writing, to capture the sharing. Wherever you are, please leave your messages and feedback.
台中的时候，那跟南投那一场，上人也有说可以10000人，甚至有些是整个环保站集合一朵爱心莲花，所以呢，真的小钱可以行大善，这是很重要的哈。
4769 32.33 lotus flower.
帮我们累计算哈。那现在我们还是要让你看到。
Small amount of money can provide the great loving heart. This new product the towels is made up from PET bottles, very gentle, can absorb water. And the color is blue, ocean colors.
非常的柔软，用起来非常的舒适哦。去感受一下，它是一个礼盒组哈，所以自用送人2相宜哈。那我们的
these towels made from PET bottles, very soft. You can touch and feel.
哇，真的是很棒的哈。好
，is packed in a gift box, and we have also these noodles. Brown rice or white, made up from brown rice or white rice. We have these calendars of year 2023, very nice design. Now let us see on 26th of October. He's just like a big sister who gives warmth to everyone. First time meet 玉兰师姐 at 曼谷。
要去做这一个福到人间这件事情，这已经很久了。好，然后他接的第2棒，第1棒是谁？是他们泰国执行长，好，纯林师姐第2棒。那可能大家不知道这个因缘，就是为了台北的学校发的一份心，这1棒接下来是1000万哦。所以他是这样一位很有福报的人，可是他之前他有来分享，他其实是一个难民，他先生也是一个难民，辽国的一个难民。但是即便是这样的一个因缘下，他们对别人都很好，对自己其实是
a person who is a great blessing. She is a refugee from Laos, as well as a husband. He treats people very well, and she lived in simplicity. Because of the floods at Laos.
但是他从真情流露，看他流下男儿的泪水的时候，他也觉得
he has the opportunities to join to listen to a sharing from Tzu and this has touched his heart, her heart.
所长上线跟学生上线，他很有感。那因为他本身是一位教授，所以他的文章真的写得很好。啊，有些他非常的赞叹，就是他来到这样的一个平台里面去，
brother 阮张柔 she is a professor and have wrote very good articles, and she is very grateful able to join this Kaohsiung book study. Very close connection with master in Buddhism. Use the good and kind language as a slogan to tell the story of Tzu Ji. Touch the heart and practice together with Tzu Ji in the Tzu Ji path. In China, also the volunteers started to involve in Tzu Ji activities. First time when sister meet one of the Tzu Ji volunteers, and in that place, this crystallites shine through from the ceiling. It was very dignified. She was refugees, and now she have joined Tzu Ji and have a very harmonious family. And her children got married on the 29th of March, a very lucky date. Grateful to Sister Chu, who has inspired her to join Tzu Ji. In Laos, you have Sister Wu Yuan, who have the affinities to involve in Tzu Ji activities. Her mother, at the age of 15, was married to a 25-year-old man, and at the year of 30, he have given birth to 9 children.
Unfortunately, Sister was
get positive before her sharing, and we want she stay healthy. And this is her PowerPoint, her slideshow. So I'm going to just do a quick introduce to you guys. Her story, her points was inherit of love, and we're looking forward to her share next time. So instead of letting her share, we heard the news that there's a donation, and let's appreciate his donation for 10 seconds.
情真意志，一念间，祈福心意千万千。我们也祝福我们的陈中宝师兄赶快的离开加护病房，然后跟着我们。Really appreciate for you, and hope you feel better and leave the ICU as soon as you can. And then we're now going to talk about the Shunkulyu part. So the first one is the principle of Canada education part. She was saying about when the importance of taking care of health, and there's other Shunkulyu talking about the importance of being educating part. And then it's also important to realize to have realize who we are and follow our hearts. And also there's also another part in the States from Sister Xiuling. She's not only doing the Chinese part, but she's also doing the Canada part. 10年中医拔病苦，教育医疗相结合，人文素食新生活。Call out to Canada， 导读菩萨书记好，点点鬼光照人心，拔苦与乐终不悔，把握因缘珍惜法。慈济大学带爱莲 Podcast 来听爱莲说，线上办学国际生，印证佛学慈济中，大爱知音实经文清 ，EQ 管理真重要。沟通提升社交力，正向成就影响力。国际赈灾黄福全，慈济故事长智慧，纯情相伴各长照，创造生命价值感呀，价值感。一次爱的鼓励给我们所有。
Really appreciate the Shunkulyu team and giving us all this amazing work.
好，顺口溜团队你好赞，谢谢我们的顺口溜团队哈，周周我们已经从好几年前了。
And they give us every week since 7 years ago.
非常期待了，我们每一周就是有2位的讲师。那人文之夜希望绽放，我们今天总监呢人在台北，因为大爱台我们非常期待我们可以赶快去看我们新的大楼，然后这边有很多的一个展现所以2022。
So I'm going to pass to Sister Effie again.
总监来跟我们分享那在这边我们非常的感恩那这一篇的文字是慧莹师姐，文编是慧莹，美编呢是由我们的陈家志。
Today we will have Director Zhimei from the New Media Integration Center to share with us since the establishment of the Daai. Daai TV broadcasting 1998. Let us now look at this video. This is where one of the Muslims, where Brother Lian having a warming session with Master. We shall start from here. Director Wu Zhimei, they use certain methods to promote vegetarianism. And Director Zhimei will use short advertisement and to attract the younger generation, and also allows let more people know about this. Like Master says that good things, good news, we must have people to promote it the right direction and to portray the beauty. So we require, Master says that we require the humanistic culture and media integration center to promote this. Earlier, we have the media integration center to collect all the stories that are very heartwarming, and we use the humanistic center to spread all these good teachings. Let us listen to Director Wu Zhimei. He's saying that using the stories, short stories, we can inspire more people. All the sharings can be channeled down to the community to inspire more people. During the pandemic, when we encounter many problems, so everyone use their own methods to go online to get more information. Because of this online Zoom, more and more people are made aware of what is happening around the world. So the Humanity Center so we understand that many are more than a few thousand people are with us online. When everyone's go online, we will give them more the strength. Let us look at this video. This video, Humanistic Center reported to Master Chen about the situation, inspiring stories during the pandemic. It was being reported to Master Chen during the year-end blessing trips, and it has inspired many people when they look at this short video prepared by the Humanistic Center. Our director, Lu Meiyun, was present at the session with Master to share, and the objective is to let more people to understand and learn and listen to what the media have propagated. Now let us go straight to our Daai media. We would like to be with you because you have positive energies. Good day to Director Wu Zhimei. And thank you to all, to Teacher Meiyun and the group and the team behind this inspiring session. Today is November 16. And Humanity Center at Guangzhou Park, Taiwan. So we remember this day, 1985, where Daai TV broadcasting was formed. And we know that let us look into the past 30 over years, what the humanistic and media have done. And Suti actually, first radio program started with Suti World, the radio main board in 1985, November 16. I'm glad to just say that the brother came back to help out in the humanistic. So when we said a big talk about what is happening in the humanistic media, and again, we take note of what Master's message and notes. So it's also the direction where our Media Integration Center, the direction. So we are also in the early days. We also have we make the advertisements. What we heard, what we see, what's happening around the world. Recently, we also involve ourselves in the Daai TV drama series and all the coverage. Because in 2023, our Humanity Center will be opening soon at Gwangju Park, Taiwan, year 2023, January. In whatever situation, we always find ourselves that we do not want to disappoint anyone, and even Master's Chen. So we try our very best, use our very best to do, to present to the public, so that we can record all the right, the truth, and the beauty of the what's happening, how, so that we can follow up what is happening in the world. In the month of October, we have more than 10 films and categories which was being awarded to join the Asian Academic Creative Award. And this is one of our TV drama series, Still Me. The title is Still Me, who won the Asian Academy Creative Award. When Confucius met the little yellow duck, creativity comes from team, communications, and cooperation. We are following the world. So it's so small. We are being noticed because even though our work are very small, but it got world attention. So it was being recognized. Let us rejoice. I hope all of us rejoice with us with what we have achieved so far. This advertisement is talking about the jar. It's the creativity coming from the team communications. It's primary to enjoy, to promote vegetarianism. Next is a small advert about a cute zoo with a cute little lamb tiger. The idea comes from our mental office. We encourage more people to promote vegetarianism. And here, the idea, this idea started from Newton's apple. One apple was given to you. Vegetarianism starts from that first bite of the apple. If anybody notice about what humanity's media integration has done, today our team is to share our humanistic demeanor. Let us first talk about humanistic demeanor. Let us have confidence to follow the trend. Look at the wind direction. We must work together to construct the style. Be brave enough and courageous enough to create the wind. Let us have the confidence to follow the wind direction. The wind is very soft, very gentle. So we must work hard and together to construct this style and create the wind and trend. So let more people notice and able to accompany more people. We are just like the wind, so we create the wind, and it represents the voice of the earth, the tree, the leaves, written in the space with a sound of very poetic and very rejoicing and with dance, soft and movement. So we create the wind, we are like the wind. It is the voice of the earth, is tree. So our main priority is our humanistic wind is to, like the family tree, it's like a star, to represent the basic style of creating a beautiful content, representing caring service and affectionate presentation. All our right to our wing of rules. Right in the shadow of war. This is a story of Turkey. What we want to portray, what we want to bring the message with this video. About where do the wind blows. So when the bullets are about to fly, the war would start. People in Taiwan light up in the shadow of the wall. And this also happens, we have to light up the shadow of the wall in Turkey. This is about branding. We create the wind, the star. We create the brand impact and its influence. There are more than 1.25 million flee their own countries because of the war. So we come up with this creative style to bring impact to people's mind so that their mind will not be contaminated. I look at this is the voice of myself here. I look into the eyes of all these refugee children. They are not able to attend school. I see them. I look at them. I cannot pretend that I didn't see them. Their sufferings. Young children have to go to work to support their family. this boy have to work more than 12 hours in 2015 to support the family. And this we're talking about Faisal, who our volunteer in Turkey, walking into the home of the destitute and the people in suffering of this war. This is what we want to present, humanistic, to bring in the impact of the brand of presenting the video to let the world know of the suffering around.
13岁的阿里2年的工作年资，是一位车缝工。
13 years old, Ali have been working for the past 2 years to support the family.
第一次跟上人见面的时候，我就向上人请教，土耳其是穆斯林国家，我是穆斯林。
So when people look at this message, it can inspire other people to help them. Brother Faisal, who sent this message to Master Chen, even though he's a Muslim, he was thinking that how can he help the other people, because Suji is a Buddhist organization. So Brother Faisal, who was saying that the divide between people is because of the religion that they themselves set it in their own hearts that cause the divisive opinion. Because of great compassion, we go in on every door to make sure to look into the needs of these young children, to allow them to have an education. It's because of great love. 2014-2020, where more than 2.22 million people who was helped by Suji, and the Turkey government also acknowledged and come forward to work together with Suji to have this Manahel International School. I pray that this little girl that I saw in the early stages will have this opportunity, but too sad to say that I did not meet this girl anymore. Hope that she's fine. Chen 21-8. Because of Suji's help, he's able to leave his job and get back to school. This advertisement is to pray for the world. Please. We have interaction with Brother Faisal Hu, and we're trying to connect with the 3-year-old girl who we missed. So we understand that how many we can help, we will help. We try our best. How can we help? Where are we heading to? We need our branding, influence, media influence. Not necessary to be Suji people. If they are able to watch, happen to watch Daai TV, and they're being inspired. This is what we do about branding influence, and we need this to have hearts, to purify hearts and to gather strength. The most important, most difficult thing is that not having faith. 2023, where are we going? Where are we heading to? How to continue to create these big dreams, the dream that
爸妈上班，我一个人在家。
let us watch this video for this little dog.
吃晚餐。
The mother go to work alone at home.
什么都吃，但肉包子
How to have my breakfast, my lunch?
我吃
I have a good appetite. I eat whatever I have. I take dumplings and buns.
好，接下来
I also take veggie. I am a vegetarian. Next is a video where the
在
children
书海中，
are doing their reading.
他们与未来的自己连结，学习和崭新的世界对话。
Let's watch this video. These young people, young children, are our future. They are learning, they are reading. They are our future.
海洋成为人类最大型的垃圾场。
Next, we have this video
住在垃
about
圾
the
之后，会
pollution in the ocean.
他们若能哭泣，海水喝起来会不会更咸？
The ocean has become the biggest garbage dump of humans
请
from
让海
people.
洋不哭，破涕为笑。
Where are these animals going to? Let us clean the ocean, let it be have a clean environment, to have all these marines have a good life and healthy life. Another video. Let us watch another video. What do you see? About the climate change, drastic climate change happening around the world. And we need to take action.
好，这样的影片呢，我们希望可以新的作品应该希望说有40支。
All these are all very sad story.
比较大的一个换新哈，所以我们一直在说品牌的影响力靠的是什么呢？
Our new creative work, we need to have faith. So we talk about brand influence, the branding impact from the media. First of all, we must have faith, and our thoughts consist of 100%. We also need to have affinity and have big dreams. We must be brave enough to dream big, and then we practice it and apply it. And apply it and practice it to get these dreams of ours to garner strength.
在战争开打的时候，我们的记者还没有到现场，我们的慈善的妇女还没有到，可是第一手的资料和故事，我们怎么回来呢？请看这部影片，感恩。
Though we are not at the scene of the war in Ukraine, but from these videos, you can see that the light in the shadow of war is the story of Poland. So the media, podcast, you can understand and see the sufferings, what the war has brought on to the people in Ukraine. Light in the shadow of war. This is the story of Poland, where the refugees from Ukraine went over to Poland.
看不见尽头的车潮与人潮，来自乌克兰、扶老、西柚、憔悴、疲惫。为了逃避战火，
You can see the sufferings, the tiredness, the sufferings of what the Ukrainians are going through because of the war. Their tears, their sufferings, their pains, their agonies and anxieties. Who will have understand them? Through the lens of this media, we can see, we can feel their pains, the eyes that are red in tears. This is the first time I come across a refugee because of the war, Ukraine war. Where is our home? Where do they come from? Where are they going to? Nobody can help, can understand. Every images bring tears, their tears, their sorrows, their pains, all these images. The elderly people, they ran to Poland to seek refuge. All these images of sufferings and helplessness. It's such the most cruelest thing in their life and death. We've seen people separated from their families. Looking at the photos, the pictures, we saw their eyes. We do not know when we'll meet again, but however, we hope that they can return to their home country soon. This is the story of Ukraine. Many of these are from a cooperation from our Daai Media and the Media Integration Center to collect, to claim all this. Their eyes of the media are also our eyes, enable us to look into more suffering. Now I would like to introduce Andy from UK. So he is always encourages us to read a book. Andy mentioned something about a very important part, that over the hills to develop your second curve. Where is the one person? Whether it's a person or a business or an organization, we have to look over the hills to develop our second curve. If we think of change until the downhill session, it will be too late. According to Handy, after reaching the top, perhaps we have to try different new options. According to Handy, we have to have the great strength, look and develop the second curve to create that second curve before it's too late, to make it a turnaround so that we can discover another beautiful hill. So this is the wind month. How do we save the day? Now we are looking at this video to talk about the wind that's safe today.
A civil war broke out in Sierra Leone. After some years of going to school, there I was, fortunate to travel to Los Angeles, California with my grandmother. Oh, wow, it was amazing. Everything was beautiful. It was different from my country. There was electricity and the roads were very good. I had no fear of the civil war that I left behind. I felt very safe. I kept asking myself a question. Why is Sierra Leone so naturally rich and yet so poor? Sierra Leone is highly blessed because it has abundant natural resources. Sierra Leone is also unfortunate, having fought a devastating war for about 11 years for freedoms, control of power, resources, and even the diamonds. From a distance, the mountains in the port of Freetown, which is the capital city, look like a giant lion, but in reality, it is more like a lion that has been sleeping for many years. At the end of 2013, the Ebola virus broke out in West Africa, and Sierra Leone was one of the most severely affected countries. At that time, I was in California, and I felt pain for the people who were affected by Ebola, especially those who passed away, because that included my family. I lost about 15 relatives to Ebola. In 2014, a Suchi volunteer who I knew in the California community told me that their master wanted to help countries affected by Ebola. With Suchi volunteers in the United States and other partners, we went to Taiwan. That was the first time I met Master. Master said to me, "Stephen, can you give the supplies to the suffering people with your own hands? Can you do it?" I smiled and I made my commitment that day. After many years, I set foot on the land of Sierra Leone again. I was still sad inside, but there was also so much joy in me. Finally, I had the opportunity to do my best for my people. It was the Tree Foundation that gave me the courage to accompany me back home. Since 2015, Suchi volunteers from the United States, Taiwan, and other countries have traveled across the world and visited Sierra Leone. We went to many places together and helped vulnerable groups and orphans who lost their parents to Ebola. They don't know what happened to their parents, where they went, or even where their next meal will come from. We served them rice and other life-saving donations and provided them with clean bedding. The children held my hand with angelic smiles on their faces. Suddenly, the sadness in my heart disappeared.
This is the way we're doing things. No more Ebola in Africa.
Civil war and Ebola virus hurt the people of Sierra Leone. However, Suchi volunteers brought hope. They came not only to give, but also changed many Sierra Leoneans, including me. The rebuilding process is a long road, but I believe that as long as each of us have a heart for others and loves each other, my country will have the opportunity to get better and better.
时间的关系，其实我们一样在地的老菩萨的故事，其实我们也做了一些创新性的努力，在说故事上面哈。因为我们一直说要跟年轻人接轨，好，可是我们的菩萨们有些年纪会比较大，那我们想说，怎么样子用年轻的语汇去跟观众结缘哈，所以我们就请他们
we are saying that we want to connect with the young generation.
是说阿公阿嬷的故事，这也是我们一个新的尝试。
So we want to know that the young generation connect with the world. So we also have stories. We have new inventions in media talking about how the elderly can connect with the young people. My grandpa, my grandma, they are doing sushi. So let's come back to Handi, the speaker, talking about the second curve, which is a fundamental concept. It's just about keep on crossing the hills. Whether it's a thing or it's an organization or personnel, we have to keep on to look out for the growth of the curve, as the growth of the curve has not peaked yet. So even though all the signals are displayed, the current situation is good, so we do not need to open a new door or change. Actually, Handi said that we have to cultivate a second curve growth. The second growth is worth as is worth cherishing history and tradition. On the other hand, we can also inspire and impart our thoughts, human social customs, traditions, and practices and systems are the sign of the past. Master Chen, at the age of 79, already set up the city marriage society. So there's a connection. 2,500 years ago, the Buddha, Sakya Buddha, and now we have Master Chen, right, to share with the sisters. So this is humanistic center, what we collect, and we want to document.
不太知道在各个不同的点观影的效果怎么样。那希望说这也是显示我们这一年多来继续给予我们鼓励支持。
Our willingness to follow someone, our willingness to follow Master. We hope everyone give us the encouragement and motivate us, give us the confidence, and do not forget to remind us to gear forward, to move forward. We are grateful to Director Lu Meiyun from the New Media Education Center. This is one of the 2023. This is the direction we are going. My grandpa, my grandma, the way they do sushi, it's so cute. Each time this Amma look for me, she will ask me to get married. So, the granny always hope that that they will not be lonely, will be get settled down with them. It's so cute. So beautiful. So grandma, can you walk faster? There's no difference. There's a difference. It's because granny do not need to report to work. That's better for me. So the granny is always in the recycling station, and also always filled with joy. Amma only knows how to write her name, but despite that, she's very happy. I ever asked grandma when you were in your difficult times, what is your regret that she has not received education? Grandma always bring her smiles wherever she goes. Grandma is always happy when doing the cycling. Amma said doing the cycling have no worries, and the more she do, the more she is happy, and she gets stronger by the day. Amma always walk to the recycling station, always happy. Amma also brings me happiness, joy. Amma, we shall continue to walk this path, and we thank you, Xiaoqing and Lu. So this is such an adorable and adorable media, a short video, but it gives us a very long impact. Animals, one of the feedback coming in, animals are our friends.
所以总是呢，给我们很多一个新的一个观念哈。那在这边呢，上海的陶建成就说，感恩人文团队如数我闻这样子创意的影片，蕴含中国传统文化的神韵其中，深刻而易触动人心。那么石金也说，透过有爱的镜头抓住人心最美的画面，感动人心，温暖人间。泰国感恩自美总监美的实践。 深入法髓，净化心灵。我非常赞叹媒体整合中
Suji Media integration always give us the best, always looking very good impression of the media. The short of us, clarifying our mind. We have to great love to our media integration center for their hard work. We are grateful to Daai TV Broadcasting and the team for providing us such good videos that clarify minds and hearts. We are so proud of them. We are proud and happy for their contribution to the media.
结果呢，他有回应，他说很有 feel 的影片，我们也祝您健康哈，所以非常的感恩。山东的王丹，他说做救人像是
they give immediate feedbacks to Director Lu Meiyun.
感恩这个传播无界限的科技时代，能够让更多人看到、听到、感受到慈济的慈悲与爱。希望全世界更多人能看到这些精心制作的影片、纪录片，甚至广告片，在苦难之中寻找到新的归路哈。那陶建成
allows more and more people and even more and more people to see all these images of variety happening around the world, to see the sufferings. So we are so grateful to our team, the New Media Integration Center team.
造福观众最有价值的一个回馈，感恩最有爱的大爱台数十年来的坚持，一路走来始终如一哈。还有我们的缅甸的秀智也是在平台上跟我们一起来学习。加拿大的耀明他说感恩总监的分享，数十年如一，坚持在抱着
Well, these are all the feedbacks from around the world. That the Daai TV are reporting the truth, the beauty of humanities. Yeah, as a grateful, let's us continue to leave our feedbacks to encourage our speakers today. Today we are grateful and happy happy to Director Wu for sharing with us so many things, telling us that no matter what happens, our 022, 2023, the humanities, that they're doing something new, doing the new while keeping the old. Thank you. I think next brother, right? Over to you, brother.
Okay. Yes, Kan'en. Okay, so these are the written reviews by our volunteers regarding the past episodes of the Kaohsiung Online Book Study. And this is a positive review of the couple, sister and brother Wenjing, Sijing, and for the Voices of Love radio podcast. And this is about our Dr. Tang, and he's also our English interpreter. And he was sharing with us back in September 21. And okay, so he mentioned that the more ignorant we are, the more we think that we know everything. So that is truly an ignorant person. And this, and yes, Dr. Eugene Tang also shared about his journey to become a vegetarian after 108 days. Okay, next, it's another written review of our speaker. And he was sharing that our angle of looking at things, whether it is from the ground level, the fifth level, or the highest level, we could see things differently with different perspective. If we could look at things in a broader view at a higher level, then we could understand what is really going on in the world. And all the stories from all over the world, Tzu volunteers living out the Bodhisattva vows in all over the world. And these are very touching stories. And regarding the refugees, the best antidote is really love and education. And next, it's talking about our Deputy CEO from Chicago, Tzu Chicago, and which she came to share back in September 28. And she's really young, but she is holding many responsibilities. And she shared about her journey of migrating to Chicago in the US, and she became the seed that grows strongly in Chicago. And next, this is from our technical team on the second floor. And it's really not easy in such a small space to handle and manage all the technicalities of conducting this online book study with many teams and all over the world. Okay, so now our next segment, it's about our sister Wang Xiuqing from Malaysia. So she's really talented because she's an interpreter for the English, Malay, Cantonese, Hakka, and even for our Hakka language, our Malaysian volunteers, they are really good at it. And Sister Xiaoqing is the one that coordinates and facilitated all these languages interpretation in Malaysia. She doesn't know Chinese language. She said that when she was listening to Master's Dharma teaching, she couldn't understand because there's no English and she doesn't understand the Minanyu and the Mandarin. So she started to take notes in English. And Chinese language is a stranger to her. She knows how to speak Chinese, but she couldn't read the characters. So she will have to memorize each and every characters. So in the beginning, when she was invited to join the English interpretation for Kaohsiung online book study, they thought that it was just a written translation. But actually it turns out that it is actually a live oral translations, oral interpretation. So this is a big challenge for our Malaysian sisters. And over the past 2 years, yes, they have managed to learn the Chinese and are able to read and understand the Chinese characters. And when we communicate, when Teacher Meiyun communicate with them, she will write in Chinese and Sister Xiuqing will reply in English. And so we communicate in this way in 2 languages. And this is also Sister Suisan. She's also in our English team and multiple languages. And so there has been many in community centers that provides the Xunfa Xiang and with English subtitles. So this is our brother Joe Huang, and he has been leading the English Dharma group. And even till today, he is still accompanying and supporting the English Dharma group. And when Sister Xiaoqing received this invitation to do the translations, she courageously took it up and managed to do it very well. And now Sister Xiaoqing was sharing how she got to know with Dr. Li, a GP, during the medical conference. And because of that affinity, Sister Xiaoqing promoted vegetarianism to Dr. Li. And when she started to promote vegetarianism to the public, it was thought to be very difficult. But when she really does it, goes into the masses, she realized that it's actually, we could do it with our heart, with our sincerity. And she's also providing healthy vegetarian meals to her family members. And yesterday, Sister Xiaoqing told teacher Meiyun that, oh, she didn't know that she has so many video clips. And initially, she thought that she couldn't understand Chinese and she wanted to give up. And she doesn't want to go for the Xinfa Xiang because she was reading just the English subtitles. But yet she persisted. And she thought about our master, Master Chen Yan, who wakes up early in the morning to give her Dharma sermons. So Sister Xiaoqing, when she thought about Master, she really motivated herself to come in early morning to join in the morning Dharma incense permeation. And she helped out in the online translations, in the written translation to English. So it's not easy for her. And she even managed to bring her family members to Zhiji. And now she's leading a team of English online translations. Let's now welcome Sister Xiaoqing from Malaysia. I really like to be with you because you have such good positive energy. Hello, Sister Xiaoqing. Yes, 感恩 to Teacher Meiyun for giving me this opportunity to share. Yes, my name is Xiaoqing and my Dharma name is Lu Xiao. The title of my sharing is A Truly Inconceivable Journey. And it all started in 2005 when I was inspired by a newspaper article about this zero waste family, which I really admired. Soon I found Ciji Recycling Center and started becoming a monthly donor and also a happy recycling volunteer. However, it was not until 7 years later in 2012 that with the intention to seek some parenting guidance, I went to Ciji and the infinite doors to education, charity, chanting, and Dharma incense permeation were open to me. And then I realized this is truly the treasure mountain of which is available to me, which has opened up. And I joined the Sutra adaptation performances. And it's a global performance. And I had the opportunity to join the Sutra adaptation performances. And at that time, I realized that the masters was already up and teaching the Dharma at 5:20 a.m. and yet I'm still sleeping. So I told myself that, I have to be awake too and listen to the master. And during the 2013, my daughter was still very young and I will bring her along and she'll be sleeping on my lap. And I'm a full-time working mother of 3 children, and until now. And so I really want to listen to the master's talk every morning. So in 2015, during the trip to Taiwan for commissioner certification, Master Chen Yan asked Brother Huang to look for me with my written notes, my English written notes. And Master wanted us to spread the Dharma in English to the whole world. So since meeting Brother Joe, we have started the weekly Lian Global English Dharma Talk. And until now, it has been on a weekly basis, online streaming. And Brother Joe Huang has always been teaching us and guiding us along the way. And yes, we were grateful that Brother Joe Huang actually led us to provide the live translation of Master's Wisdom at Dawn. So I actually looked for a few other volunteers to come and took up this live translation, written translation. During my trip to Lian in 2017, and I met Master unexpectedly, and I knelt down and made a vow to Master to help translate Master's teachings into other languages, whatever languages that I know, so that the teachings can benefit the Masters. After the meeting, I asked myself why I made such a vow. And I looked at Sister Effie, who was next to me, and asked her why she knelt down and made the same vow. So it is truly an inconceivable moment. Both of us together made the same vow, knelt down at the same time, and until today, both of us are in all this different languages translation. And as you can guess, the 4 voiceover platforms that I joined today, Sister Effie are also in them. So that is the power of a shared vow. And it's really a big challenge because, especially for Malay language, and just one time, one of our volunteer had a sudden impermanence and couldn't help out in the translation. And so we managed to get the volunteers from the other places, from Penang and the team. And they are not just doing the translations, they also had discussions among them how to translate it to a better in Malay languages. And they are teachers teaching the Malay languages in schools. So they are truly very, very mindful in taking up this task. And words really cannot describe the incredible feeling of this journey from local to international. Whether is it Tzu Chi School of Buddhism or the Jingsi Dharma lineage, I would cherish it very much. And we had a chance to visit the refugee camp in Malaysia. There was a refugee camp, and the Tzu Chi is helping. So there was this Afghan teenage refugee, and he had to take insulin jabs every day due to diabetes. And so we were there to help him and accompany him. And this Afghan teenage will consider us like his mother. So Sister Xiaoqing was known as a mom by this Afghan teenage refugee. And there are other touching stories of how how these refugees, some of them are considered to end their life and feeling hopeless, but the doctors who treated them actually referred them to Tzu. And so we went in to provide the emotional support and provide them with the help that they needed. And so now they are getting better. These are really touching stories. And I would like to use this photo by Master Tse, who shared during the morning volunteers assembly. This is a tricycle. Right in the center, in the middle, it's a blind elderly person. And the one at the back is actually deaf. He couldn't listen, but he couldn't hear, but he could speak and give some directions. And the one in front is the one that is guiding this tricycle. So really, with a team of people, we could really move farther. We could move far and along this journey. And I really appreciate the opportunity to continue this truly inconceivable journey. So actually, Sister Xiaoqing, and she didn't really expect to have this affinity to have met Master and knelt down and made a vow to Master. And she vowed that she wants to use different languages to translate the Master's teachings. And at the beginning, there was no English subtitles because these are live streaming, live transmission from Taiwan during the Dharma incense permeation. So because of that, it spurred her to set up a team of English translators to provide the live online translation. And later on, when Teacher Meiyun wanted to have more languages, and Sister Xiaoqing said that, we could also speak Cantonese and Hakka. So almost every week, she'll be doing the translation because of the 4 languages: English, Malay, Cantonese, and Hakka. So it's almost every Wednesday, they will have to be, they will have to come into our online book study to provide the oral translations. And not just oral translations, they also provide written translations in English and Malay. And she's very, schedule is really busy because every Saturday after the Hualin English Global Dharma session, they will go to the parks on a Saturday morning, to the nearby parks to promote vegetarianism. So she really make full use of her time and schedules to do meaningful things. And she always wear a cheerful smile with her, and she's like a superhero, which is so capable and done and accomplished so many things and true role model to us. And yes, she has many roles and responsibilities. And really grateful to Sister Xiaoqing for your inconceivable journey in Tzu Chi. Let's give her a big round of applause. Okay, Sister Effie should be able to write a lot of comments for today's session. Okay, let's move our body and do some stretching. With this, with our next activity session, let's welcome our activity group. Let us all together rise up and yes, space out. Make sure you have enough space. Let's all dance together and move our body. Step forward and backwards. Forward, backwards. Let's hold our hands together and wave our hands. Gentle breeze, like the wave, like the gentle wind, and like a cradle, rocking cradle, and waving our hands like the gentle breeze. And let's move our arms like this. Let's move our hands and legs. Slap on our legs. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Raise our hands. 2. To the right, to the left. Let's hold our hands, move together, and kick our legs. This is a beautiful song about lights and hope. Darkness will be over when the sun rises. It's a Taiwanese Aboriginal song. The stars are like eyes in the skies and speaking to us. And your eyes are bright and beautiful. And hope it's in front of us. And this is the translation of the Aboriginal language. That hope is just in front. And it's not far away, and let's move forward. One day, the sun will rise up and we will have a beautiful scene. The dark nights will be gone, and let us welcome this beautiful day, a brand new day. Move our hands and legs alternatively, exercising our brains and body. Move forward, kick, backwards, forward, and backwards. Yes, please try this if you could. Okay, wave our hands. A beautiful, bright morning. Wishing everybody good health, peace, and safety. Okay, let's now sing the washing hands, the song about cleaning our hands, keeping a good hygiene. Yes, move our hands and bodies. Oh, this is a song about it's about may 慈济 be everlasting, and our recycling volunteers moving ahead. Okay, let's move our hands and bodies. And even though your age is elderly, we could still do 慈济. We can still be recycling volunteers. So this song is about our elderly care center, 慈济 Elderly Care, where our elders, they are still active and they still could do many things. Yes, we can still do recycling, and that won't stop us. Let us be able to do 慈济 for a long time to come. Even at the age of 90s. And we are still able to do recycling. Yes, it's a good exercise. Keep our bodies moving. Keep our mind active. This is elder care. This is daycare. Everybody is so happy. Give yourself a round of applause. Our activity group wishes everyone good health and peace. Grateful to our activity team. And we have received many comments and feedbacks and positive reviews on our social media. Okay, so now we are coming back to our next segment. And this is Brother Xijiang. He's a PCM physician. And he helped the patients to clear, help the patients to clear away the unwanted waste from the body. And we could feel the heartfelt, the great touch by his actions and his selfless contributions. And yes, everyone has their own code of life and could contribute in their own ways to benefit the mankind. And if we want masters to have a long life, continue to be in our world, we need to have more people to be full-time vegetarian, because only then there will be purity, pure streams going around the world. And next is a review by a sister from Kunsan. And she was writing about our Dr. Tang. And yes, and Dr. Tang will always, whenever there's any written review about him, and we teacher Meiyun send to Dr. Tang, he will reply with that he felt really touched and grateful with all these positive comments. And this sister was sharing that she joined Tzu Chi in 2016, but at that time her children were still young. And now, after 6 years, the children has grown up, and now she has more time to come back to Tzu Chi. And when she heard the sharing by Dr. Tang and another brother, she felt that she really need to do something about her own life. She need to broaden her mind. And she was awakened by Dr. Tang's sharing and how to turn from being an ignorant person to become someone that is without ignorance. And his persistence, perseverance. So we are grateful to all our written reviews. Okay, so let's move on to the next segment. Over to you, Sister Xiaoqing.
欢迎收听无噪驾驶。在我们节目开始之前，请动动您的手指，给我们5颗星的评价，并且留下您的回馈，让我们制作更多你喜欢的节目。那今天的节目开始喽。
这是无噪驾驶30秒的一个片头，希望大家熟悉，你也可以去搜寻一下。其实我们慈济其实是很跟得上，无论是大爱的广播，好，或者是大爱网络的广播跟这一个部分。那其实我就是因为听竹崎在访问吴总，就是待会的分享。
So actually, in Tzu Chi, we are really up to date with the
sorry, I didn't.
media.
I forgot to unmute. Okay, sorry.
Okay, over to you.
So sorry. Okay, we look at this podcast from Daai. This person we seldom hear in Tzu but story is really amazing. This is a 30 seconds story. You can have it. Actually, Tzu I mean, in fact, Daai, we are always keeping abreast with the latest development and good news. Actually, because of listening to this, the Zhu our sister Zhu interviewing this brother, and I was hearing that, hey, the story is so nice, so good. The person is so positive. As she was talking, teacher Min was hoping that if she could record down all the notes. In Tzu who normally do we want to jot down all the notes? Of course, Brother David is another person that you wish to store all his notes. As he was talking, teacher Min was thinking it was truly very good. This part, she felt that there are a lot of very positive, very good perspective from the sharing and wish to share with everyone. And of course, today we have this opportunity to hear from this person. So teacher Min quickly went to look for the reporter, Sister Zhu and see if could really invite this person. And of course, teacher Zhu quickly connect both of them, teacher Min and this person. It was in November 11, year ago. Truly, as teacher Min was contacting him online, during that time, after we joined as friends online, so teacher Min invited him to the place to share. It was 2021 in November 16, when teacher Min sent the invitation is for a year later. And the share was thinking, is that for real? Because this is talking about 1 year later invitation. And truly it is real, for real. It is a year later. And such the affinity that happened a year ago when they met. And teacher Min is very grateful to this sharer and with that confirmation. And today we have this chance to hear from him, from Mr. Wu. And look at the poster, it is so nicely designed by our volunteers. It is, okay. He himself is the creator. And today, he will share all his, whatever he felt in his Facebook. That's how he is. He has this habit of sharing his journal, his insights in Facebook. He himself is a person who is really very passion for spell pasta. Later when we hear, we will know him. And look at the group from Kaohsiung who prepares the design this poster. He has this past reporting. Okay, let's hear. Okay, let everyone know. And today, this is okay, actually, not all videos teacher Min can broadcast because this one we have the property rights Daai side. And this place is by New Pasta. He's the GM here. Actually, he's very talented. Before he's here, he was also he has other engagement in other places. Actually, his responsibility grows over the year. He has a lot of very positive insights, a very positive person. For him, he's always very passionate about a lot of things in life. So he's always learning. A person who is very positive, who has a very good mindset, powerful mindset. And let's look at another recording. Okay, we are discussing about this affinity with person. Are you a person in actions or introvert? I think some friends they left the messages in the Facebook. They say, of course, he is someone who is benefiting others, very outspoken. How about, I mean, we all know that he's a gem of new master. What about he himself in his private life? New pastor, the gem, Jiade. Hello, infant, sister, and everyone. Good afternoon. Looking at you, I really feel very happy. You are full of energy. Have you heard about him? You say he's a hyper mid-age person. Hyper. Looking for a hyper middle age. Is it? I mean, in Chinese words, middle age. And let's hear from you. You know, I'm also a hyper person. Of course, teacher Mei, you all know that she's a really very positive and hyper person. Now she found someone in common. Okay, later when we hear him, you would know as an author, very naturally, he can speak fluently, and he also wish to inspire a lot of people. But of course, he himself must be very passionate about things. Else it's tough to inspire passion in others. Maybe in Ciji, a lot of people we don't know them, but if Sister Chu Qi, the famous reporter for Ciji, can recommend him, I'm sure it's well worth our listening. We love to be with you because you have the positive energy. You see, immediately he can follow our password. Here we can see he has a lot of very positiveness towards human. He has a lot of interest, and he finds human truly amazing, amusing. And look at later we'll listen to a lot of these stories. Are you ready? Quickly, let us bring all this positive energy to and welcome. Okay, I will start, right? Okay. Some rebel masters, brothers and sisters, and all the brothers and sisters, a good day to everyone. I am Jiade, and during 30 minutes, I will share this topic, my life, enthusiasm that drive the world. This is, I think, since 10 years ago. I'm 50, in my 30s, in my 40s, and I let this word sentence drive my life. The important lies in this enthusiasm or passion. You can feel Jiade if I am a passionate person. Just now, teacher Meiyun already explained and introduced me. Maybe simply I share my CV. I'm from financial into restaurant world, and finally, I'm not very good in the ingredients. I'm not very good in making my pasta. Yet I could be the GM pasta. I think aside from passion, the important ingredient is that I would like to help others. I would like to create good affinities with everyone. I think that's a very important ingredient to spearhead this restaurant. So from this few areas that I've gone into, financial or restaurants, all this requires us to be connected with people. This is a place, a small house. This is Zhanghua, the place my office is, my house. I'm staying in Hainan. You look at this map, you can think that may feel that you wish to drop off the chair, though not drop off from a chair. And every day from Tainan, Jiayi, Yunlin until Zhanghua. So, and as I go back, I will do this return trip daily. Already 2.5 years, okay? So never stop drive, and I take the train, 38 km. There's a magazine called Today News. They say there is a hyper person, and they found him and interviewed him. They said daily a person will travel 230 over km for his activity in the day. So for me, as I go towards my day, it is very important what I wish to complete for that day. Not because I could be a GM, I think I should say, not because of what can I do more for this company. We know that this is Italian restaurant. There are 50 to 60, 50 something branches in 80 1986, I already embraced vegetarianism. I think that time I already graduated from uni, and when I was year 1, I already joined Tzu. And till today, I'm already 32 years in Tzu. Secretly, I share with everyone. 10 years ago, I brought my children still primary, all of us. During the New Year Eve, we were at Jingse. We even eat our Chinese New Year Eve dinner at Hualian. Potluck master came over. Of course, we didn't really talk much. The master touched my son's head. I told my son, you cannot wash your hair for 3 days. Okay, this is probably my affinity with Tzu. I've written 4 books. You can see these 4 books. This is about my experiences in life. In summary, I use human methods to write stories one by one. Later, I will share 3 stories, and from the 3 stories, you can find why Jiade is such a passionate person. And such is important, passion is an important element in my life. 5 years ago, I had, because of Tzu teacher invitation, I was at Thailand. Because I'm a passionate person, she asked if I could inspire the children at the school. And 5 years ago, I went to this Tzu school to give talk. And last year, really, November, 1 year ago, I joined a Tzu teacher podcast and shared briefly this story later was recorded. And of course, I went to the cafe and restaurant, the place I can drink, and then asked for a menu to and we order food because I am an author. And for me, I will introduce things that I've tried. Then immediately, after trying the drink, I will share. The day I went to, after I drank tea from this Jingsu Cafe, I shared at Facebook. And today, of course, naturally, after I share here, I will share at my Facebook later. This is my 166 sharing. You can see my teachers, my 2 teachers are writing their feedback on my podcast. One teacher said, I'm truly introvert. And I look at my 2 teachers talking, saying that I am an introvert. And how can I change? I'm a person who didn't really like to talk in the past. And how could I change from inner to external? Okay, the person who doesn't really talk until now. I think like 20 over years ago, when I was at Hainan Hospital, receiving a case, volunteer training. And of course, I received my volunteer badge after I got this hospital volunteer training. And every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 to 9 p.m. night time, I will go to the hospital to report for duty. I will talk to the family members. Maybe I help them to buy their dinner. Maybe I help them to fix the syringe or massage the legs of the patient. And I see impermanence, encounter a lot of impermanence from there. It's maybe may not be 70 or to 80 years old people, then we see death in the hospital. Some are very young. Then I suddenly thought that if I want to have a colorful life, I must transform this introvert life into something very positive. That's from the time. So I really hope that I could pass my mic to everyone to hear good stories, because I feel that good story is like a seed. They can blossom. It can be planted into everyone's heart. Then the world will be harmonious. Then everyone will be more harmonious. Everyone will be more at peace and compassionate. So these 20 over years, as I walk into all these hospice caring, I could see a lot of experience. I could feel and learn from all these experiences. So very important for me to create good affinities with everyone and broaden all this field of blessing. Forgot my name of Jiade. Just remember that I'm here to create good affinities. Is another sentence of my name. It's like whatever you put in your effort, it will not be wasted. So effort will not be wasted. And I would like to tell everyone, all of them as my teachers to guide me. to be good to other people. In my fourth book, I mentioned about how to be good to others. There are three things. Help people, then we feel happy. Of course, we know that help people, we will be happy. So daily, we could do kindness every day. Second, can give people more things. As we take the earth, we want to show people we are the one that will dirty our hand. But of course, if we give hand to others, we will first be permitted by the perfume. The third, as we age, we are more valued in our life. Indeed, wisdom is very important. So since we have all this goodness in us, why should we possess it? We should share out with everyone. Otherwise, some people may say, hey, you just give selflessly, you have nothing with you. But for me, it's like rejoice giving. So it is important for us to understand all these principles that nothing is permanent and lasts forever. Suddenly feel the words of being taken for granted. It's like I've forgotten about this feeling of being taken for granted. But of course, we do not want to take advantage of people. But more importantly, is whatever good things we have, we would like to share with others. To me, whatever is important is that I don't want to keep it to myself. I like to share with everyone. Another sentence very important to me is like the importance in my directions is to help others, to benefit others, lead parents, similar like Xie, to benefit self and benefit others. Until today, I've known more than 200 doctors. Some people, Jiade, are you a sick person? That's why you know so many doctors. Let me share with everyone. Do you know that who have not gone to hospital, have not go to clinic, who has not gone for an injection? Even if you have not your family, friends, whoever, when they have a problem with your heart, for us, we can accompany them and meet a lot of doctors. So by doing that, we not only helping the doctors, but others. When a person is sick at the hospital, lying sick there, very important for volunteers, someone to be there to benefit and render help. So doctors are my friends. Doctors are helping my friends to solve their problems, their illness. So that's why I need to help the doctors, because they are helping my good friends or that are ill at the hospital. So the doctors, with their expertise, they can help others, patients, and people with affinity. So it is very important to help. For me, I also emphasize about today, we are here to broaden our good affinities. The good affinities, there are so many affinities, so many people, sentient beings. So at the end, how many people they will like us? It's not talking about boy-girl relationship. It's talking about a pure, kind, clean relationship. I like to be with you because when I'm with you, I feel really comfortable and nice. I think since 25 years old, from bottom supervisor to manager, and today as 50 years old, I'm also a GM. And I will of course continue to live on. I'm not sure about the future. To everyone, they will reflect the past and the future. The past, regardless of whether you share about your life journal in a document or whatever, it is good that we have our directions, then we can live happily. Next, I would like to enter into the 3 stories. The first story, I think from this picture, you can see that this car driver, his whole performance is very good. Fetch a lot, very important person. This article is not shared by me. It's not written by me. It's a very popular article. So when I shared the stories here, actually it has something to do with Ciji. 5 years ago, I accept Zhonghe Ciji sister's invitation. Of course, I went to Jingsi Hall to share, to talk as I speak. There was another entrepreneur invitation if I could. On the same day in the afternoon, went to Hsinchu to share Hainan. So I take the MRT, the fast speed train to the place. After the end, it should be around 11, but I need to go to Hsinchu at 1 o'clock. Do you think that is a true rush? Truly, I need to take bus to the fast speed train, then up to change another mode of transportation. Why not? If it's okay, we will send a driver to you at Jingsi Hall to wait for you, and you can just take that car, the private car, and go straight to Hsinchu. For sure, you can make it. I was thinking, wow, this is so good. Unexpectedly, someone can even do all this. So I think, of course, I can make it. So I accepted the invitation. So the day when the talk ended at 11, I saw at the door, I saw this middle-aged man who opened the door for me. When the door opened, the door of the car, at the seat, he put 3 things. There is this salad or omelette and hot coffee. I was thinking, wow, I was so flattered. I was thinking that this place is so good. They even give the food. Actually, the person who invited me said, I didn't eat, I didn't buy it for you. Then later the driver, he's known as Chow, Brother Chow. He said the goods are purposely for you to eat. Have you have you received the invitation from the driver to eat all this? It's prepared by the driver. And I asked Brother Chow, why are you giving all this to me? And he shared me a story. This is the story from Brother Chow, since 50 years old. He always, he said he has also many customers, unlimited kind of stories. So when he was younger, he just finished his military training. So he fetched a daughter a student who need to go for a class. So they were chatting. The teacher, the lady teacher, she was very happy in talking and asked this Mrs. Chow if she could, in the afternoon, 4:30, come to fetch me. And at 6 o'clock, she needs to be at Hsinchu to teach. Imagine that, just because you're chatting, you can get another business. It was really good. So Mr. Chow said it's okay. So when it was about time, he went to fetch the daughter. He was thinking, if the teacher, after the whole day of class, so immediately she has to go for another class at Hsinchu. If she didn't eat anything, then she must be very hungry. So he went to buy a hamburger and hot coffee. And at that point of time, the weather was really cold. He was thinking the coffee may be very can cool very fast. The coffee. He just went to buy this special thermos to keep to warm the coffee. You see, imagine that no one asked him to do all this, but he provides special service. The teacher, when she went to the car, she similarly, just like this brother Jingde, both of them were also feeling, oh dear, why is such I feel embarrassed and actually overwhelmed to receive all the food. It solved the hunger issue. So during the 1 hour, she could eat properly and do not need to rest. So Mr. Chow is someone who is really very mindful and very compassionate. So the teachers after this long distance traveling from Taiping to Taichung, called him. That is about a few months later, the teacher called. He contacted. Actually, Brother Chow, this Mr. Chow already forgotten about his service. To him, it's something simple, but to the lady, he shared to her is something very moving, very touching. So that's why, until today, 15 years later, this driver. Actually, most of the time, the customers are pre-ordered in advance because how warm the brother is. Of course, for us, a driver don't know the way sometimes. So Brother Chow is someone who will like when the customers told him where they want to go, he will want it in advance try out the path so that the passenger could sit in his car at ease and peace, so that he could give the best quality, the most good service to the customer. Because of this travel from Taipei to Xinzhou, okay, this brother, Cheryl, he wrote his story and put in Facebook, and he received a lot of good feedback. Imagine if a person 40 years old who has no expertise and then settled as a driver, if because of his compassion and sincerity to others, don't you think that the God still let him to have a very good income and a good quality of life, so he could have a very happy life? Of course, I like someone who likes to share stories. I will share. Of course, this story is it's like empathetic, putting other people to suffer. Next story, the second story. This is the story of Yuna. 6 years ago, when I went to this coffee shop, that time I have this. I ordered this drink, and this lady, she said, we have a new new drink, and she passed it to me. I accidentally dropped it to the floor, and this lady, she did not only wipe it only because I was an opposition. You know what? She really exit from her bar and came to my next to my side and said so sorry, and then she helped him to wipe. That point of time, because of that, I went back to write an article, a good service from South Hemisphere to North Hemisphere, because the lady, she did not like her hand, she put her hand over the counter and wipe it. She exited from the bar and come out and helped me to wipe the table. So her service is really good. So I feel that I write about this praise about this girl and put in my Facebook. Maybe a lot of people read my Facebook, and soon her superior in the HQs read it, and and everyone in the group, 200 over people congratulated her. And then she was thinking, and 2 months later, as this brother went to this coffee shop, as he buy the drink, later the person who served him asked, we are Wu Jiade. The person went inside, and 1 minute later, and this Yuna, she came out. She said, hi, Wu Jiade, thank you. And I was thinking, who is this person? Thank you for what? She said, 2 years ago, you praised me about all the way to help. And all my Taipei branch HQ all congratulated me. So I'm really very grateful. So we took a photo. I thought the story ended here. Not really, it continued. And 2 years later, and from the bank, as I was reaching this coffee shop, I brought my colleagues another coffee shop and drink, and as we were paying, and the person asked, are you Wu Jiade, Mr. Wu Jiade? And she took off her mask and she said, Yuna. I was thinking, wow, how could it be? And she introduced, and I told her colleagues about her good service. So see, 3 times meeting her again, we are truly blessed to have a good opportunity to meet again. So remember to book. So both she also joined the Facebook, of course. And she was so touched to read so many wonderful, heartwarming stories inside Facebook. Very grateful. And I let her know that actually to praise other people, your service can receive a lot of this encouragement, and you will be more courageous to do good. And we discussed for quite some time, and I shared stories and I put it in my new book. And later, every time if I go to this coffee shop, she will be there to give me extra. Come, you see, I do good, I can get extra things. And today in March, I went to look for her. I want to meet her. She's this small girl from university. She studied part-time. from the supervisor, from the normal super to the supervisor and become manager, and see her progress, and of course, branch manager, and coincidentally last month we met again because we will meet 3 months, and she said she wished to save more money to give the to society because of difficulty in the family, and she wished to give the parents some money. It's a failure child. And you wonder that how we met 6 months ago because of the coffee that was dropped by my brother, by this Mr. Sheriff. So they continue their stories. I'm sharing with all of you. I'm going to continue sharing these praising stories. So the third story is still about praising others. If you notice, as I was taking this fast speed train 8 years ago, I was taking this fast speed train. I was at the side near the window. There was 60 over years old. How I know she's a rich person? Because she was wearing the jewelry from the top to bottom. And suddenly the rich lady was she said, my small purse, I left it at Taipei station. I've forgotten to bring. I said, how can it happen? And I quickly asked the station master and asked this wealthy lady what the color, the size, what is inside the bag. After ask all this, it's important because there are hundreds of lost items. Sometimes we thought it's found, but it's not hers. So because this lady, she asked a lot, this wealthy, she was a bit agitated. She said, I didn't finish asking. And I was next to her, I was thinking, oh dear, this wealthy lady is scolding this station master. Maybe this station master will be angry. But I look at the girl, she's still with angelic smile. At that point of time, I was feeling this station master is truly very good. And I take take her picture, and I quietly, secretly took her picture. Finally, they have found the things. So, what can I do for tourists? I can do what things? What can I do? I write my story at Facebook. Is the compulsory. What else can I do? To write as an article. Yes, I did. I did something. After taking off from this this fast speed train, I went to the customer service center place and asked for a feedback form. Normally, people who ask for feedback form, normally they will write complaint. That's why they keep the feedback form. And the lady was shocked. And she said, you want the feedback form, you want to complain about something? She said, no. This Lincoln said, I want to praise something. So the lady gave me 2 pieces. She said, you like to praise me as well. So you can see, everyone loves to be praised. And of course, I just write one and I send it to this the fast speed station. And 2 months later, I met Doris again because they have a name card. So I take this picture again and say, hi Doris, do you remember me? Who are you? She said, I'm Jiade. She couldn't remember. See, one time and you were scolded so badly by this wealthy lady. And she said, actually, every day was scolded. Each one. Then service is something, a service that is open, scolded everyone. So 2 years later, I met her again. And this time, I do not need to secretly take the photo. So I take a photo with her. She said, it's okay. After the picture, she asked me, your place, she directed me to my place. And 10 minutes later, she wrote a small paper to me. On the paper, she wrote, good day, Mr. Wu. Very thank you for sharing my story. Thank you for introducing yourself to me and say hello to me. And more importantly, you notice, she put her phone number there. So from that, we have a long distance calling. I do not need to only meet her in the fast speed train. So I have a book in my bag. So I gave her my book. She said, you are full of love and you continue to share this love with everyone. Love, the word is good. And we want to tell her that your good effort will not be wasted. So 2018, I was like, okay, 100 days later, I met her again, take photo again, and later I saw her again and take photo again, and later last year, I saw her again and take photo, and when I have this new book, this photo, her first time, on the ground with me, because all the pictures were taken at the train, and she also added me in the Facebook. You can see a person who is righteous, who is right. She is really very positive and hope herself she can give added positive energy to herself, and she is truly a very responsible staff. Let me show everyone. Every year she will send me something. Whenever I receive it, there's a small card. It's written that she said, too bad we cannot meet again. And I was thinking, I was thinking every time could be Doris. Actually, Doris, as she walked in the train, she will be searching for me. The funny thing is that this picture, you know what happened? Let me share a funny story. My 3 stories, my 3 daughters. Of course, it's not my 3 daughters. I am just joking. It's not real. One of her is my daughter. She said, can we interview Doris? Then I brought them to meet Doris. Then these 3 girls and my daughter, one my daughter, and the other 2 are her friends. And I wrote a paper, an article. I know Doris, and my Doris, the biggest help to my daughter is like my high school daughter. She understands in society the communications among people in working life. As a father, I didn't really connect to a lot of people. They say if you want to interview her, you must call her first, and to be sincere and with respectfulness. And for Doris, from far away coming over to you, do you think you should give my daughter was thinking, I need to prepare it. Small kids, and they never really think much about this. The third thing, I said, what kind of questions you have? 10 questions or 20 questions? List it properly. Let people know that you are professional. Then give people good impression. So after I read, I even read an article on this about how my daughter interviewed this person, and the 3 important things. Because 8 years ago, I get to know Doris. I have this chance to teach my daughter, using this case to guide my daughters how to really walk confidently in the work, in the life. These are all these very heartwarming stories. Every time I go up my train, I will ask, where are you? We are like good friends. There's something very nice. Actually, these 3 stories I finished sharing. Do you notice that from Zhao Yuna to Yuna? Sorry, it's all between myself and people, and to people's life. If you're interested in life, in people's life, then you can create more kindness, and there will be more heartwarming stories, and feel peace and more rejoicing. After joining Chu Sister's podcast, if I can make the stories interesting every time 5 minutes, then I could make this global Chinese through my storytelling, sharing the positive energy. Then I'm thinking my life could bring more people, more encouragement. So this year, I myself also make podcast. How are you? I'm Jiade. If you have time, come over and listen to me and be one of my listeners. Let us help to pass more positive energy to the world, and blessing everyone. That's all my sharing. Thank you. May I ask, who are you? Jiade. You see, there are 5 copies inside. How are you? I'm Jiade. This is to share, to say hello to everyone and introduce yourself. He loves to connect with people 10 years bigger. I'm within that circle. I'm 10 years elderly than you. You cannot say like that directly, because it's I'm just joking. Okay, I know he means he really meant to be good friends with everyone. Okay, to put ourselves in a good place. You always meet the good people, do something good. We have to learn like Jiade. After what he has seen it, actually he's interested. And can you repeat again what you said? You're interested in what people? If you have interest in people, your life will be interested in. If you are interested in others, then your life will be interesting. You look at him, that's because of his passion with people. Then he write at Facebook or in a book, or now you want to share in podcast. Look at him, he's really good in human relationship. Like just now my first sentence, important is to benefit others in human relationship. Of course, today I know Zuqi, and from Zuqi I know Meiyun teacher. And you notice without teacher Meiyun, how could I share with everyone across the globe to create this good affinity? My life is full of this gratitude and embracing. And if you feedback from others, she said she also told them, lady, she said she also like him. Initially, she was not sure. She liked to write feedback form too. Initially, people were afraid why she wants the feedback form, but actually, it's to praise others. So, okay, everyone, let's be. I mean, every time you go outside, see all this positiveness, go and ask for feedback form. Okay, now we know how praising others. No wonder the person is so successful. Truly, all these feedbacks are very positive. Always have unfinished stories. Gao Xiong Yiru said, "An for sharing." There are a lot of these heartwarming sharings that will bring us a lot of warmness at heart. And of course, inspire the kindness, compassiousness. The first sharing. Thank you for giving us all the sharing. 1966. We are proud of you. So we are very grateful. Always have the positive energy. I think he really fit into our principle. I like to be with you because you have this positive energy. We have one more. There is only things that we can create. We cannot wait for things to happen. That is very suitable. Welcome to our group. Give him warm applause. Thank you. I think very speedily we return. We have to go for the ending. Of course, I would like to introduce our products in the Zhimei Cafe. We always welcome you. There's a very good product. Please continue to find out more about these products. Next week, what we have, we go to Shangri-La, Hong Kong. Brother George Chan and our sister Yiru. And the fourth week, we will have a story time. Xie said, first time sharing story, she's truly very anxious and very Jiao, Yaping Hospital, Dr. Xu, and Sister Zhang ready to share, and all very good sharing. And I like to be with you because you have the positive energy. Only good effort that we must put in and not waiting for things to happen. Human, maybe we have no rights, but we have the ability to inspire others. When I was 20, I wrote this sentence, and now let us wave goodbye to everyone. Thank you for coming, and everyone that are listening. Thank you. Can share the recording later.